All right. Are we live? Anyone there? Spectral. Hello. Hello, hello. How's it going, guys? Hello, hello, Yoshi King. Michael Murphy, Isabella, DC Theory. Remember me? Yes, I do. I do. Is this the live stream with Flashverse? What? BobaChills. How's it going, guys? Just wanted to hang out. Just thought, why not? I haven't done a live stream in a little bit, so it was time to do one. How's it going, Iconic Reactions? Good to see you, Jalen. Good to see you. Racist Joker just shat himself for some reason. I don't know why. What do you think will be the next Arrowverse show? The next one? Wait, haven't we got one in the pipeline? Wonder Girl got cancelled. I can't remember if there was meant to be another long-term one. I really can't remember. England right now, it's 7:15. So, I mean, I look awful right now, but I've just been doing nothing all day. I've just been like, So I just felt like, hey, yeah, let's hang out with some people and chill for a bit. You rewatched Superman and Lois, and it wasn't as good as I remember as it being the first half, but still very enjoyable. Yeah, I feel like if you rewatch anything, like if you've already seen it, it won't have that kind of novelty bolster to it, you know? But I still think Superman and Lois did a great job, like, compared to that of, you know, what we get from other shows, unfortunately, at the minute, you know? Do I have a band? No, I wish. I'm thinking about writing music and things like that. I've never really got round to actually properly making my own music before, but I would love to do that. What guitar do I have? I now have an Alvarez. It's like they're one of their Masterwork series, I believe. I got it this year. It's in its case right now. I don't really know what model it is. It's like a Grand Auditorium, I believe, if you're familiar with the Alvarez Masterwork series. I don't know. They came out this year, I think, and I just love it. I love my acoustic. Let's get some people up in this live stream. I'm sure some people will join. I mean, it is a Saturday night. I mean, depending on where you live, if you know what I mean. Right. Okay. All right. Let's get that going. So, what's everyone been up to today? Even though I know a lot of you are American and maybe you're 7 hours behind me right now. Just saw your quote tweet on High Top's take on Titans. Talk about Titans more. I love this season so far. Yeah, no, I only quote tweeted that. I have nothing against High Top Films. I found the thread that he tweeted was a complete misrepresentation of the show as it currently stands. And I just wanted to kind of start a public discourse about that, you know. It's just like he called all the sidekicks / characters on Titans murderous psychopaths. And I'm just like, what? Nobody's a murderous psychopath on Titans other than technically Jason Todd right now. But, you know, Dick Grayson hasn't killed anyone. I mean, people like to think that the Robin like alleyway scene in season 1 was him murdering people, but it wasn't. I mean, he went brutal. He was stabbing people in their shoulder and stuff with their own parts and whatnot. But he didn't kill anyone. He was just brutal about how he did it. But yeah, there's no murderous psychopaths on in the actual Titans show. And I don't regard Gar or Beast Boy, who was literally brainwashed in season 2 when he was eating people. That's not a murderous psychopath. I mean, that's completely out of context. Like, Beast Boy, it was brainwashed. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly know why Jason is the way he is. You'll find out more next week. Yeah, I know High Top doesn't like Titans, which is fair enough. But if you've got a critique it online. Don't misrepresent what it is, you know? That's my only beef there. It's like, hey man, if I'm going to talk about something I don't like, so like The Flash right now, I'm a fan of it long term, but as of right now, I don't like The Flash. But if I was going to bitch about it on Twitter, I wouldn't misrepresent what it is. So if I was bitching about something, I'd make it very accurate to what I'm bitching about. I wouldn't say what the show isn't. And I feel like that's kind of what High Top did in that tweet. Which, you know, we're not perfect. And I'm not trying to sound like a fucking guru at the same time. I'm not holier than thou. I'm just saying we're all guilty of sometimes stigmatizing shows and I suppose giving biased takes on it. And I feel like maybe that's what he did there. I don't know, though. I mean, I don't know. I just disagree with that take that he did on Twitter. It'd be cool if he replied, though, so we could talk about it. How many episodes did you get to watch for Titans for your early screeners? I've seen 6 episodes. So, yeah, I've seen up to Titans Season 3, Episode 6. The same with Stargirl. And I've got Lucifer screeners, but I haven't even watched it yet. I mean, they gave Lucifer screeners out to us, I think, at the end of July. And the show doesn't even come out till September 10th. So that's why I'm not in a rush to watch it. That's why I did that Lucifer video yesterday. None of that was based on what I saw, by the way. I mean, because I haven't seen anything. But yeah, I should start watching Lucifer soon, considering it's out in the next few weeks. So I have to watch all 10 episodes of Season 6. Oh, we've got a super chat. Hold on. From Rhett. Rhett, are you a new user? I don't think I've seen you super chat before, so I want to give a big shout out to Rhett. Thank you very much for the $5, dude. Rewatching Titans. I just really think Ben Affleck would have been a great fit if it was connected to the DCU's Nightwing style. Yeah. That's one thing, Rhett, I will say is like, I personally am a big advocate for Ian Glenn's Bruce Wayne on Titans. I know the large majority of people do not agree with the casting, but for me, I do. But putting that aside, what I will say is, if I was casting it, even I would say, yeah, like Ben Affleck. Like, let's just say Ben Affleck wasn't huge. We would cast him because that's the perfect kind of age bracket for like. So, and another factor to that point, loads of people say that the aesthetic of Brenton Thwaites' Dick Grayson and Robin in the first couple of seasons just truly, truly matched the Batman versus Superman Ben Affleck Batman. I 100% agree with you there. I personally still love Ian Glenn. But yeah, if I could cast, it probably would be the BVS Batman. That is the Batman. I feel like that should be in the Titans show. But I am still very happy with Ian Glenn's. And by the way, to all the people, my friend did a really, really, really good concept of a Titans Batman suit. And I would practically somewhat 3/4 of the way half guarantee you that this is what it would look like if it was on the show. And a lot of people also say they can't imagine Ian Glenn in a suit. But, like, trust me, put on the bat suit and anyone, including me, would look a bit more intimidating. Or just cooler. Do you know what I mean? I think a lot of people don't believe things till they see it. So let me just quickly, why can't I? Why does this never work? I want to put a bloody image on screen, but it won't let me. Hold on. I really want you guys to see this. Alright, so let me save that to my desktop. Batman. Alright. Oh, come on. Why can't I save it to my desktop? There we go. Alright. Excuse me whilst I rage. Alright, okay. Hold on. I just got a super chat. I will read it out in 1 second, but I must find this. Right. There we go. Right, check that out. So, you know the Titans Season 1 finale Batsuit? This is like a updated version of that, but with Ian Glenn in it. So this is it. That is Ian Glenn in a Batsuit. And put armor... Like, you know when a lot of people are taking the piss out of Robert Pattinson's Batman? Like, they were saying, oh, he's too skinny to be in the suit. Put armor, literal bat armor on anyone. Even like me, you look a lot more badass. So, I'm just trying to prove to people that Ian Glenn inside a Batsuit is a believable Batman. But unfortunately, when you just see Ian Glenn, lots of people will like to meme about the Alfred comments, you know? So, I'll get to the super chat in just a second. But yeah, check this out. Check this out. This, in my headcanon, this is the Titans Batman. Right here, look at him. They're even using, Smart Sheep was even using the bat symbol that was officially made for Season 2. So that bat symbol there technically was the Titans bat symbol before Season 3. And if you recognize the other parts to the armor here, you'll notice that it's basically, as I mentioned earlier, the same suit from the Season 1 finale, which was just a stunt suit because we didn't really see Batman properly, if you remember. But obviously what he's done here is he's pimped it out to be a lot more, you know. The only purpose of me saying all that, by the way, is just like, when you can't use Batman in a show, you have limitations to the show so that you can't use the character. I'm still fine not seeing him in the suit because I still believe that this guy can be Batman in the suit. No, yeah, I know what you're saying, Jenna James. That's all good and all, but if I don't see it in, yeah, but I feel like that's kind of missing the point. For the character that we see on the show is Bruce Wayne, and I still feel like his Bruce Wayne is, well, they're showing the duality of that character, Bruce Wayne and Batman, very, very well. It's just I feel like a lot of people don't put that tick on it until they've seen him in the suit, but I don't think that's an absolute necessity. But right now, I need to get to that beautiful super chat from Hickik. High Kick Edits. I believe that's how you say your name. I do apologize. Hold on, I'm missing so many comments right now. So, what are my thoughts on Jay Lycurgo being cast as Tim Drake? Thank you for the $10, Kick. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I have absolutely no quarrels with the casting. I know lots of people do. But I feel like there's a lot of doubles. I'm not calling anyone out. You know, it's not like you guys are saying this here. Maybe some of you are. I don't know. But, you know, there's like a double standard when it comes to race bending. You know, and what I mean by that is some people love Jeffrey Wright being cast as Detective Jim Gordon in the Batman trilogy. He's not quite commissioner yet. Yet, when Tim Drake is cast on Titans, and he's mixed, you know, it's like everyone loses their freaking minds. I personally think from what you guys have officially seen out there in episode 1, you know, and it's very quick, Jay Lycurgo, I think he'll do very, very well. I like how they've already very, very, very ever so slightly set up the characteristics of Tim Drake, you know, with his Batman and Robin fanboyism, if you want to go there. But also when he was looking at, you know, why a bat, you know, in the magazine. It was like, because bats hear everything. We will, as Greg Walker has teased, you know, in the comics, he finds out Batman and Robin's identity, and that's how he's going to get drawn into that mystery of darkness in this season. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that actually pans out, because Tim Drake's scenes are towards the back, not back half, I suppose you could say that. I don't know. But they're not, he's not in the as you guys have seen, we've seen 4 episodes so far, and we've only seen a couple of scenes with him. He's mainly towards the back half of this season. Desi, my live streams are saved unlisted, but not to the public. My live streams are available to the channel members and Patreon, but I've stopped posting them. I need to post a bunch of live streams that I haven't actually done, but that's mainly because these days I do not live stream as much. But if you're ever interested in catching up with one of my live streams, or you know, you didn't make it and you just want to hang out on playback, I do and will post them to my channel member page, on my community page. I don't know, I don't do a lot of live streams anymore, but I do enjoy it. But we have another super chat, and this is generously from Fireflame. Why can't I see your super chat? Stupid web browser. There we go. Okay, so Fireflame62, thank you so much for the $8, dude. Very, very generous of you. You guys are being very generous today. What's Jason's deal with Hank? Not feeling season 3 as of right now. Just got my Super Sons omnibus. So there wasn't a particular deal with Hank. I think he just thought in his head, according to his plan, that maybe he knew that he could bait Hank. And that I think he would have got any of the Titans if he could have. That's not strictly true. I think Hank was probably the one that first came into his mind, because Hank is a bit of a hothead. He wasn't exactly the warmest person to Jason before, but really, with the situation that Jason is under right now, with the chemicals that he's using and Scarecrow's influence, as of what you've learned in episode 4, that plan was to really fit anyone. I can't say too much, there is a reason why Jason is the way he is. And you guys have already got quite a few answers to that already, but I personally am really feeling season 3 right now. I feel like a lot of people, I'm not saying this is you, but a lot of people who don't often like things is because they see something and it's like, this doesn't fit the headcanon of what I've seen from these characters, from the comic books and media that I've absorbed, which is a very relevant perspective, because if you've seen Dick Grayson or whoever served up on a plate in a certain way, and then you see another adaptation, it's not what you're familiar with. But I think a lot of people who have soaked in a lot of source material, whatever, need to understand there's so many iterations of that source material that another take, so just like the takes that you've absorbed in your head through the graphic novels, through the media, like Teen Titans or something, that is just an iteration in of itself. So what you're watching on TV with Titans is another iteration, but it just technically doesn't fit in line with what you... I feel like that's a massive thing with a lot of fans whenever it comes to, and I'm not saying that their criticisms aren't relevant, because a lot of people do not like very accurate adaptations. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But what I feel like adaptations and iterations of characters from comics and everything, the character is always in flux. Now, I'm not saying that when you're writing new source material coming out of TV shows, you can't stray too far away with fundamentally what makes that character a character, but I wish a lot of fans would open themselves up to that. Just because you've absorbed a certain age or 5-year or decade-long soaked in period of a certain character or a bunch of characters, that doesn't necessarily mean that newer takes or other takes from other artists or writers are any less relevant. Do you know what I'm trying to say there? I think that's a big reason. The bottom line of what I'm trying to say here is, I think that's what affects people's impacts and perspectives of certain takes of characters sometimes. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't freaking know. But I do not want to, at the same time, discredit people's opinions, because everybody's opinion is valid. But I don't know. I feel like I'm just quite open-minded. But of course, if Dick Grayson was to just like murder someone left, right, center, teabag their body, and then run down the road skipping while smoking a cigarette, then yes, that is a completely valid criticism to say, what the hell are you doing? That is not Dick Grayson. But just because certain properties slightly stray, or in fact with Titans, they just shine a different light on the whole situation, that doesn't mean that is shit or irrelevant or not accurate, I don't know. Anyway, let's read the other super chat that I just got, because Hickik Edit said, thank you again for another $5, dude. I would, by the way, just to let everyone know, I always prioritize the super chats, and then I will try and get into the live comments that you guys are sending in. It's just obviously super chats are the priority. So another one from High Kick Edits. I don't know. Do you think it's impossible to see Damian Wayne at some point? And if so, who would you like to play him? So I don't think it's impossible, but this kind of goes back to the comment of what I was just saying. So in my perspective, I don't think we have to see Damian Wayne at all. And the reason why I say that is because Damian Wayne isn't quite literally, he doesn't, or even certain events in comic books or characters don't have to be canon across every iteration. Does that make sense? So, for example, just because Batman has Damian Wayne with Talia at some point in various iterations doesn't mean that actually even has to be canon in the Titans world. Once upon a time, Batman only had Dick Grayson before he got Jason Todd. Damian Wayne was long away from being conceived in the canon and the writer's imagination. So it's the reason why I tie that back to what I was just saying about how new iterations and new takes aren't any less relevant just because it doesn't fit in with the criteria or agenda from the comic books that you have established with those takes. Same with characters. So Damian Wayne, just because it's relevant in a certain bunch of iterations doesn't mean across the board that always has to be the case. So whenever someone asks me about Damian Wayne in Titans or Damian Wayne in the Batman trilogy, Robert Pattinson's Matt Reeves is the Batman, I think, guys, let's take a pause. Like, Damian Wayne doesn't have to be like the canonical thing every time. You know, it could just be Dick Grayson, and that is it. So yeah, I know Ian Glenn is kind of an older Batman, but he's only just getting onto Tim. So I think Tim would be a Robin for quite a while, and I don't think the show would go on long enough to... I guess all I'm going to say is that Tim Drake, I don't see him being canon in this universe. He could be out there because Bruce has been there and probably done that with a few people, if you know what I mean. So arguably he could be like 4 years old right now, growing up with Talia, so he doesn't have to be into the picture. But I don't see the show going on for long enough to actually get Tim in the fold. Plus, this isn't actually a Batman show, so I can't imagine them bringing in, not Tim Drake, sorry, Damian Wayne. Because if you did Damian Wayne, I can't imagine them just slumping him off on the Titans. That's a Batman story. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry for the rant there. I can't really articulate concisely sometimes. Richard K, thank you so much for the 18 pounds, dude. That's very, very generous. 18 Rapunzels. Thank you. So, Richard K says, my Batman dream fan casting. Do you like this list? Rufus Sewell as Bruce Wayne / Batman. Oh, Ian McKellen as Alfred. Oh, I've never, ever considered that. How? I love Ian McKellen. Oh, man, I need to talk about that in a minute. Dylan O'Brien as Robin, Bill Skarsgård as Joker, Dwayne Johnson as Bane, and Catherine Zeta-Jones as Catwoman. I do like that. It might not be specifically my personal fan casting, but that is very, very relevant. But no, my biggest takeaway from your super chat there is Ian McKellen. Now, I am more in tune these days. Don't get me wrong. I love Michael Caine's Alfred. You know, never. But I am more on board ever since Gotham came out. Seeing that younger kind of older brother, uncle, parental figure of an Alfred, like Sean Pertwee's, or Batman Earth 1's Alfred, or even BVS's Alfred. You know, they're a lot more young and, you know, they look like... I think all takes of Alfred are very relevant. The older Alfreds, you know, from Tim Burton's Batman movies or Michael Caine's. So, obviously, when it comes to Ian McKellen, he would be more of an older, frailer Alfred, which is something I've kind of actually stepped away from in time. Completely relevant, and I do cherish those Alfreds as well. But I think I'm way more on board with like the Jeremy Irons vibe, the Andy Serkis, you know, younger, gruff, more Alfred, who actually helps Bruce build his freaking Batmobile and probably can actually beat up a criminal if he needs to. A Michael Caine Alfred, you just would not expect that. You just literally wouldn't. So the same applies for Ian McKellen, but Ian McKellen's Alfred would be absolutely perfect, but it would just be the take where he's a bit more older. But personally, yeah, my taste has gone a lot more to the Sean Pertwee type, Fox's Gotham Alfred, and if you've read Batman Earth 1, just a bit more hands-on. It's absolutely bloody brilliant. I kind of like that relationship where, you know, Robert Pattinson's like, what, 33, 34, but Andy Serkis is in his early 50s, so it's like, that's, you know, is kind of old enough to be your uncle or like much, much, much older brother kind of thing, you know? And I kind of dig that rather than Alfred being 77 and Bruce Wayne being 35. Do you know what I mean? That's just a bit. It's completely relevant, but I'm repeating myself at this point. I'm just so tunnel vision into the vision that Matt Reeves has for Alfred, and I can tell you, it's gonna be good. I can't wait. Right. Okay. Back to the live chat. Back to the live chat. Man, there's so many comments I need to scan. Is Red Hood stronger than Deathstroke? Certainly not. Deathstroke's an actual super soldier, so S.I. Morales' Deathstroke is yeah, literally like comic Deathstroke. Habiba says, saw your tweet on What If and you not liking alternative takes. I'm confused. No, so that's not what I said. I never said I didn't like alternative takes. I just said I agreed with Channel Pup's take that with What If and Thanos, I don't agree with the way they kind of just like, oh, there are alternative ways? I'm not gonna destroy half the universe. Now, I am completely I understand what if is. Different scenarios. But like, in my opinion, I don't think that would happen. Even if it's a multiverse concept, I still don't think that would happen. And that's what Pup said as well. I think people get very annoyed about that, though, considering it's Chadwick Boseman's last performance. So I think some people get a bit rubbed up the wrong way is probably the best way to put it if you critique something like that. So, you know, Marvel's What If, completely relevant. Don't get me wrong. I love multiverse Elseworlds type stories. But I just... the thing about the Marvel's What If episode with Thanos is that you didn't even hear the conversation that took place between Star-Lord and, you know, T'Challa and Thanos. You only hear the aftermath of it, which in my opinion makes it sound a bit worse. So it's like, oh, he pointed out to me that there are actually alternative ways. So, you know, fuck it. Like, I just decided to do that instead. And I know the romanticized, whimsical aspect is, of course, T'Challa will be the only one who could maybe get through to Thanos. But I'm sorry, that's just a whimsical answer for me. I still don't believe that T'Challa as Star-Lord would have been able to branch Thanos even as an intelligent, quote-unquote rational person. I don't believe that would be the case, and that's basically what Channel Pup said as well. But he got a fuck ton of hate on that video, which I don't understand why. And that's my only perspective, by the way. The only reason I haven't covered What If, by the way, is because I've just been too busy with other videos, like, you know, with Stargirl coming out and me doing spoiler-free reviews on the episodes I've seen, and Titans, the same for that, and then I had to prepare 3 episodes of Titans for 2 days. You know, I'm a one-man band on this channel. I can't afford an editor, so I can't freaking cover everything I'd love to. Let me try and read some of those responses, though. Pup made a video? Damn notifications. Yeah, go check out his video. Sristy says, I did watch Pup's video on that. Green Arrow sucks. No, Waffle Juice, you suck. Green Arrow's awesome. I want a Green Arrow movie with Charlie Hunnam. Make it happen. Boba, would you ever do a top 10 Gotham episodes video? So I would love to do that, but I think, you know, that'd be way too much preparation for me, because that would require me to watch season 1 to 5 again, if I want to be honest with myself, because choosing 10 episodes would literally require me to refresh my mind. And I don't have the time to watch 5 seasons of Gotham right now. But I do plan on doing another Gotham video eventually. Like, I still have love for that show because it's still an innovative stamp on super traditionalist canon. So I still have lots of... So my last video I did on Gotham, just in case any of you aren't aware of it, because a lot of people aren't, I did what I would have liked as a premise for Gotham Season 6. Who would have been my next big villain? Well, how would the story arc kind of gone? And that was with Harvey Dent as Two-Face. So check that out if you haven't already. Just type in Gotham Season 6, what could have been, Boba Talks or something, I don't know. But I do plan on maybe doing some other Gotham videos in the future. Just because, you know, There's a big Bat Family fan base on this channel, and I know people will appreciate that. And I freaking love making content, so, you know, I would love talking about Gotham again. Patrick Stewart as Alfred. I would much prefer Ian McKellen, to be fair. I love Patrick Stewart, but he could be a good Alfred, but I prefer Ian McKellen out of the people we've spoke to about today. Metal Dude, I don't know if you're still here, dude, but hello, I didn't see you join the stream. Right, okay, I'm going to go back to the live chat at the top of the live chat. There we go. Sebastian, thank you so much, dude, for saying that. I appreciate that a lot, man. Right, let me just get another tab open so I can see what is going on with a certain thing. By the way, guys, if any of you have Discord, I do have a Discord server, so join it. Otherwise, I'll cry. Please, 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 please. Hold on. Somebody sent in another super chat, and I'm about to get to that, but I want to pin. I want to pin. There we go. We've pinned it. Have we pinned it? There's my Discord server. Okay. Oh, so Pedro, if you're still here, Pedro, I hope you are. Thank you very much for the 5 something. I have no idea what currency that is. It says R in front of it, so I do not know what that means. I'm an idiot. So you say, Pedro, what do I expect to see in the next Batman trailer? Also, I wish Streamlabs could actually highlight super chats, because that would be really super cool. Because there's another streaming software thing that makes that happen, and that'd be really cool. So, I do have a Patreon. I do, Icarus. It's always in the top pin comment of my videos. So, right, so Pedro, what do I expect to see from the next Batman trailer? Just more of the same, really. I know that's not very descriptive, but that first trailer was not even a trailer. It was just meant to be a teaser sizzle reel. Yet that was one of the best movie trailers I've seen in a long time. So what do I expect? I expect to see Alfred, I suppose, if we want to get into details. I want them to fully flex motherfucking Alfred. And I feel like Matt Reeves might go the direction of showing a bit of tension between Bruce and Alfred. I think that'd be really cool. So maybe there's a bit of dialogue between Bruce and Alfred playing over different scenes of the trailer. Then it cuts to that very scene that we'd been hearing over different clips of the trailer. But then it cuts to like the end of the sentence. And maybe it's like Alfred just lecturing Bruce or saying something like that. And then it goes black. And then the music comes in even more. And then you have like some Batman action. There's so much possibilities with this trailer, guys. I'm getting chills on my back because as I was saying that, I saw with the imagery of my mind, I saw it. I should be a trailer editor. By the way, fun fact about me, that's kind of like a job I wanted to get into. Like, genuinely, I wanted to be one of those dudes who made the edits to the trailers because I feel like I have such direction and creativity in my mind that I know what I like to see from these trailers. I want to use the footage and put one together. Do you know what I mean? I would love to do that. I'd love to do that. I'm not even trying to blow smoke at my own arse down. I'm just saying, like, I could really imagine doing a good job. Like, Matt Reeves, give me your movie and I'll make a really good trailer about it. No spoilers in there. It just teases, little teasers. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think my only main obvious takeaway is maybe we should see Falcone in the trailer. Obviously, Andy Serkis's Alfred. We've already seen Selena. We've already seen a bit of Batman. What am I missing? I think it would be pretty sick, since we know what Paul Dano looks like, for us to see what the Riddler looks like with his mask off. I think that would be cool. Maybe in his actual Edward Nashton persona, like his alter ego, you know, his actual normal one. That there's so much freaking potential, dude. So much, so. All right. So, Rhett, we've got another super chat from Rhett Proctor with the $4.99. Thank you very much, my friend. You say, I would like to see a Stargirl and Titans crossover. Jason would definitely team up with Cindy. Oh, yeah. I've never thought of this. And Courtney would fangirl over Dick and Nightwing. Oh, yes, she would. That would be really cool. I think the universe is... I suppose in Season 3 they aren't too tonally different. Obviously, Blue Valley's just a bit more upbeat. But yeah, they could technically work in a crossover, but I don't think it would really happen. But yeah, that would be fun headcanon to imagine. I think Courtney would look up to Dick quite a lot, even though... Well, I only say that in Season 3, by the way, because Dick in Season 3 has found his confidence as a leader, you know? He really has. And I think, yeah, I guess Courtney would just admire that because she's meant to be this low-key leader of the JSA, even though Pat gets the parental proxy, you know, to any and all votes, really. But, yeah. And Michael Castillo, thank you very much for the $2, man. Do I think that Stargirl Season 2 will be better than Season 1? I was thinking about this recently because I've obviously seen 6 episodes. I've seen 6 episodes, so that's around half the season. I think it has the potential to. Episode 6, for example, is truly awesome. It really is. But one thing that I think made Season 1 very cool is the character development of J. Austin Walker's Brainwave Jr. Henry was just amazing. Like, I thought he was a proper dick when we first saw him call Yolanda a slut in the canteen, you know, in the first episode or 2 of Season 1. But then when that episode happened where Brainwave killed his son, and then you had Dancing in the Dark. No, not Dancing, it's Standing on My... What's the song called? Dancing on My Own? I can't remember. But I don't know if this season's... It got to have that impact. And I feel like that was such a good story to put in Season 1. Now, what I will say is Stargirl Season 2 is paralleling all the good features of Season 1. And as I said, it gets better and better and better. And Season 2, Episode 6 is a really cool one. It really is. But I'm just wondering what tragedy there's going to be. Because I feel like what Stargirl Season 1 did, that tragedy was really, really something. When there's so much potential for a character like Brainwave Jr., and, you know, you could have imagined him in the new JSA. You could have imagined him going out with Rick, Yolanda, Courtney, Beth. But then he dies. It breaks my heart thinking about it now because I love that scene. I really do. And it propelled so many things forward for different characters like Yolanda. Brainwave was still around. Oh my god, what a score to settle there when you watched the father kill his own freaking son. Man, I don't know what they're going to do this season to kind of give that oomph to Stargirl that really made it impactful for me. I loved everything else about Stargirl other than that as well in Season 1. So I'm sure I'm still going to love, and as I currently stand, love everything in Season 2. And I'm sure there is some diabolical shit to come with Eclipso because... yeah, I can't say anything, obviously. It gets good. It gets good. It gets fucking good. Because, as I said, I'm on Episode 6. But, yeah, I guess I should put a cork in the bottle there. Because, considering I haven't seen Episode 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13... who knows what Eclipso could do. But I'm just trying to think of characters that could die. Like... would Eclipso really kill someone like one of the main cast members? Because that's pretty fucked up. Do you know what I mean? Like, somebody I'm reading in the comments right now, Susan says, I think Eclipso will kill Yolanda. But really? Nah, that you can't have Wildcat. Like, I don't know why, and maybe this is naive of me, to be honest. I don't know why, but I feel like the new JSA have plot armor. Henry in Season 1 didn't have plot armor. But when you have Wildcat, I know there's things in the comics as well, like Yolanda, I believe Eclipso took over her cousin, so they could kind of play that with Yolanda. Because one thing I said about Stargirl and everything is that Oh my god, look at what Eclipso does. He feeds off your soul. And if you've got any dark diet, you know, corruption in you or whatever, look at Yolanda. She is prime candidate for the grief and, well, not grief, but guilty conscience that she has over killing Brainwave. But I can't see her dying. I know Beth dies in the source material as well, but I don't know, man. I feel like if one of the new GSA members dies, they're just going to come back. I can't imagine one of them dying. It would be, yeah, Yolanda's cousin is her brother in the show. The only thing is, I don't think we would care too much if a character like that died because we haven't seen them enough. So I feel like to only bring in Yolanda's cousin some way in the season for Eclipso to kill him, we might care about Yolanda going through that, but I don't think we would care about it, you know? So the reason why we cared about Jake Austin Walker's Brainwave Jr. is because we saw him a lot, you know? We sympathized and empathized with that character as, you know, he didn't have a relationship with his dad and stuff like that. He learned about his own mother and things like that. So who would die out of the current cast? You have Mike, you have Courtney, she's not going anywhere. You have Yolanda, Beth Chappell, the new Dr. Midnight, Rick. So I think they are going to pull something that will make us be like, holy shit. But what I was trying to get to, if we go back to the original point of what Michael Castillo said, is my view on it is season 1 had a very big moment that made me care about the death, but that death also had a lot of repercussions for different characters and subplots and things like that. I don't know what season 2's going to do, even though we have the perfect character to screw shit up, and that is Eclipso. But I just don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, that would be insanely sad, but I've already considered this, trust me. So Rhett says in the live chat there, my theory is Eclipso manipulates Mike, then kills him first. The only thing is, I've already thought this shit through. I don't see them, I feel like killing Mike off would be too far. Like, you're gonna kill off Pat Dugan's son? How will they recover from that? How would Pat and Barbara let Courtney carry on the superhero thing after Mike dies? So this is what I mean. I've already been through it in my head, and I don't know who they would kill off. So I don't know. But anyway, I need to get on to the next super chat. So Ghost, with the $2, thank you so much for the super chat. So do you think that Wally West could come to the Titans? So I would absolutely love the Titans production level and everything and whatnot to do their take on the Speedster. I would love to see what that looks like. The only problem that I think that Titans has with bringing a Speedster into the show is quite literally the fact that we've already got Superboy and he's kind of overpowered. And for example, what I mean by that is season 2, the finale, is when you have a character who can fix something. So, you know, when Wonder Girl died, when I say too OP, by the way, I mean overpowered. When you had Superboy standing there, it makes the character look dumb, it makes the writing look dumb, it makes everything look dumb about that moment. So, Superboy already, right now, you have to be very smart in the way you write him, because otherwise it's like, why can't he save everything, solve everything, do everything? Now, imagine a Speedster who is even faster than Superboy. How does he not solve anything and everything? So trust me, I would love to have Wally West in the show, any Speedster for that matter, but the reason why, unless there's an embargo on the character, so let's put that on the side, let's just assume there isn't an embargo on the character, meaning by the way that it can't be used because maybe they want to use it in a movie project or something like that. The other factor is just, yeah, like, they are probably a bit intimidated through writing a character like that into the show. And guess what? Not having the same problems the CW's Flash has. Because the CW's Flash has an absolute abundance of issues with writing in terms of speedsters. Oh boy. They have a field day of, they have a minefield of issues. So I think maybe Titans doesn't want to get into that potentially. I don't know. But thank you everybody for sending in those super chats. I really appreciate it. But now I can get onto some of the live chats. So Polar Plays says, where is Raven? She's just chilling in Themyscira. That's the best answer I have for that. She's trying to resurrect Donna Troy, and it looks like from the trailers that she is getting some training from the Amazonians themselves. So I think, that's going to serve for a bit of character growth from Raven when she returns, well, back to San Francisco or Gotham, or well, she'll probably go to Gotham because she'll realize, hey, nobody's in the Titans Tower. Where is everyone? She'll come back kind of like, like a Pokemon. It's going boom, 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 boom. And then she's like a new Raven. That's the idea behind Raven this season. She's come back Pokemon from Charmander to Charmeleon. But she hasn't quite made it to Charizard just yet. But she may as well be because she's pretty powerful as well. No, I don't think we're going to see Garth return, not even as Tempest. I think if they wanted to do that, they would have already been there and done that. I mean, I guess if Titans went on for 6 or 7 seasons, that's possible. But, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I thought the Eradicator was decent on Superman and Lois, the Bat. I don't think he was flawless. I think the finale of Superman and Lois had a bit more issues than what I even mentioned in my review. Some people were pointing some things out that I didn't even notice. But overall, I think what they did with Morgan Edge was fantastic overall. Like, it went from Morgan Edge, we thought he was a human, to subverting expectations. Oh, you're a Kryptonian. Oh, you're not only a Kryptonian, but you're Superman's brother. Oh, you're not even Superman's brother anymore. You're now the Eradicator. Oh, no, wait, you're not the Eradicator anymore. You're back to Morgan Edge. How does that make sense? But still, you know what I mean? So it was really cool, but, nothing is perfect, but I think they did a good job. Overall, the Eradicator was alright. I think I preferred him more as Tal-Rho, though. Oh, boy. What's his name again, the actor? Superman and Lois, Tal-Rho, actor. Adam Chance Angus Rayner is a bloody brilliant actor. He, as Tal-Rho, in those scenes between wanting a family, I just wanted a brother, Clark, and all of that good stuff, absolutely spectacular. Whew. Right, we're still here. We've got 120 people in here. We've got 240 eyeballs on me right now. I mean, maybe not. Maybe you're just listening to me in the background as you do something else. But hello to you doing that right now. If you're playing a video game, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're doing some drawing. That reminds me. Has anyone joined my Discord server from this live stream? Ooh, a lot of you have. All right, guys. If you're still here, when you join my Discord server, you're not going to have any roles. So if you want to see a lot more of my Discord server, you need to go to the channel selections and select a lot of the channels, because you're not going to see the Titans spoiler area. You're not going to see a lot of things. So I'm clicking on the new people who've joined. So Cara Evans 02, you have no roles. Josh 2134, you have no roles. The Man, you have no roles. Everyone who joins my server never picks bloody roles. And if you're new to Discord, by the way, you probably don't know what roles are, but there's different channels that you can talk in. And when you first join my server, you need to select what you want to talk in. But nobody ever does that, so they must assume when they join my Discord server that it's a dead server and there's nothing to talk in. But you need... Nobody reads the bloody welcome message. I don't know why. It literally says, if you want to talk in more channels... I'm just bitching right now. But if you're going to join, make sure you select the channels. I'm going to type in there right now. Hold on. At Skip. At Josh. At Cara Ever. At the _ man. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this mid-stream, but I'm just talking to the people who've joined. Chris 777777. Ashley. Cosmic Alpha. Bloody hell, so many people of you are joining. Stealthy. Go to channel selections to unlock more of the server. There we go. There we go. Right, it's good to see so many of you have joined my server. By the way, I do recommend following me on Twitter as well. It's a bit of shameless plugging, but I'm very interactive on my Twitter page. And it'd be great to just have more of my followers there. So, you know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to spam. Well, I'm not really going to spam, but I'm going to put it. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Right. There's my Twitter. Just in case you want it. It's in the box. It's in the box. Follow me. Okay. Right. So we've got some new super chats and oh, John R. Thank you so very much for the $50. That is an insanely generous super chat, and I do deeply appreciate that. And you have to say the CW manages to juggle several flashes in a single series. Just saying. That is very true. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. So I guess you were pertaining to my comments about Wally on Titans. So I was only talking about, you know, the specifics of when you have a speedster, you always have to be like, if, you know, think about every scenario in Titans, right, that we've had so far throughout the 2 or even include season 3. And then imagine putting Wally West in there. How are they going to sort out him not solving a lot of things? Now, you mentioned the Flash, but the Flash has a lot of holes where Barry might take a villain's weapon, right? But then when he comes across somebody else in 2 scenes later, he doesn't think to grab their weapons. So there's a lot of logic and contrived aspects that are thrown into an episode. Now, on The Flash, we're very used to that, which is why standards are very low for that show now. Trust me, I really enjoy The Flash, but, you know, being as realistic as I can, it's just not that great anymore. So I think Titans, just to put it as accurately as I can, you say the Flash juggles several Flashes in one singular series. Yes, they do, but I argue they don't necessarily juggle it in the best way from a writing perspective. So Titans just probably don't want to write themselves into a corner when they already have a character like Superboy who can run pretty fast. And with Superboy as well, you have to do a lot of management as it is. But no, I do agree. Trust me, if I could, I would still be like, yeah, give me a speedster in Titans. I want to see that yellow speedster glow on screen. It'd be so good. So good. I need it. I'm just worried, and I think they're probably worried about that character ever coming because it could be problematic, you know. But thank you again, John. That's a very generous donation, man, and I'm very grateful. And the same goes for everyone else, you know, Ghost, Michael Castillo, Rhett, Pedro, Richard, High Kick. I can't say your freaking name. Fireflame 62. Thank you guys for the super chats. Let's see how many people have got roles. Okay, no roles. Oh my god, there's so many people who have joined that haven't got any roles. Come on, guys. If you're still here in the live stream and you've joined my Discord server, go to the general chat and you'll know what I mean. Oh man, it's crazy. So many people have joined and not a single one of them have unlocked a single area in the server. Bloody hell. Where can you watch Superman and Lois in the UK? There is such thing as a VPN, my friend. I know you can watch Stargirl on Amazon Prime. Other than that, Superman and Lois, you might have to use the CW.com. CW TV? I can't remember the website. But yeah. I think is Superman and Lois on Now TV? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Now TV at all, or they've renamed it to Now. Okay. Am I going to watch and review Shang-Chi? I would love to, yeah. I hope to, anyway. I dropped the ball with my Suicide Squad spoiler breakdown. Would you guys still like to see a review of that? Just because I've done my spoiler-free one, but because I was so busy with other videos that week, I feel like I've already missed my opportunity, but I could still talk about it for the sake of it. So more of you are joining. Guys, when you join the... Wait. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to manage the new people joining the server. Okay. Red Hood didn't win. He fell for Crane being Nightwing. Anyone would have known that. That's true. Like, you could argue. Boba, did you catch the Black Canary HBO movie announcement? Isn't it a rumor, or is it like... I think it's in the works, right? Let's just say I heard about that a long time ago. And, you know, as for what it is, I just want them to somehow introduce Green Arrow, you know? Charlie Hunnam is the definitive casting for Oliver Queen in the DC Cinematic Universe, and we need it. We need it. I wish Titans were allowed. So the Bat says, I wish Titans were allowed to use Batman and Joker so we could... Yeah, I know what you're saying. And, you know, I'm sure we all wish that, but, you know, seeing Batman and Joker on TV, but it's just not that straightforward, unfortunately. It's a very trippy, you know, how can I explain it? Like, thing to understand with the character embargo and things like that, because sometimes it doesn't even make sense. You know, as much as I like to make sense of it sometimes, I'm still like, yeah, but, yeah. Oh, that would be... So, as far as Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come Superman, yeah, I feel like he'd be a good fit for Stargirl. 100% agree. That's... Yeah, definitely. That would be the Stargirl Superman, I imagine. How fit do you think Robert will be for Batman? I think he won't have any... I don't think he would have had any issues in terms of fitness, if that's what you mean. Oh, dude, stop spamming that question, please. No spammy. No, right, okay, that's it. You're going on timeout, bro. You're going on timeout. Why isn't it working? Go on timeout. There we go. I have heard of the MCU Taskmaster controversies. I've also heard some things myself about Taskmaster behind the scenes that I don't think I'm allowed to talk about. So it was kind of pointless me saying that. But I have no idea if that's already been discussed in like the public realm, so I don't know. I think, as far as we're aware, Dark Flash is going to be the villain that fulfills Reverse Flash's role in Flashpoint in the Flash movie. So, what I pray to God for is that they're not making the Reverse Flash for Ezra Miller's Barry Allen a literal Reverse Flash. So, you know the other Barry that we have in the Flashpoint movie? Because it's, you know, you see a short-haired Ezra Miller and then you see the long-haired one. I really hope they don't make him the Reverse Flash, as in they make, like, a copy, like a Savitar situation. Let's just hope that all they're doing is setting up the Reverse Flash. The Dark Flash of the Flashpoint movie we're getting is just doing the Reverse Flash's role in the comic books. And then, like, the actual Reverse Flash will be in the next Flash movie. But I really... it's just, if you've seen the behind-the-scenes set photos, I feel like there's all these subliminal clothing hints to the other Barry being Reverse Flash. Like, he's got yellow shoelaces, his hoodie, which looks very similar to Barry's, albeit different colors, has yellow running through it. And I just think, oh man, imagine if Andy Muschietti tries to put the twist where the Reverse Flash for Barry Allen in the DCEU moving forward is actually an evil version of himself. So it kind of still is a take on Reverse Flash because he is the Reverse Flash. But I am by all means not saying that's the case. I just bloody hope that they don't do that, because every time I think, yeah, they're not going to do that, I just look at what he's wearing and I think so many movies put coloring on the main characters to signify and foreshadow, the keyword being foreshadow, their comic book suit counterpart, you know? So Oh my god, and it screams Reverse Flash when you see the other Flash character, the other Barry Allen in the filming for Andy Muschietti's Flash movie. But as far as I'm aware, I am banking on the fact that it's just the Flashpoint timeline, there's another Barry Allen, and that one doesn't have powers or something, and that's all it is. And maybe he's Dark Flash. But that is basically, I don't know. It's possible Grant could be in the Flash movie with the amount of stuff they're trying to flow in there, because they're also making it multiverse, aspects as well. So I mean, this is a very different adaptation of Flashpoint as well. That's what people need to remember. Like, because one thing in of itself, when Barry changed the timeline in Flashpoint, like, in this version in the movie, like, there's another Barry, and it's weird with the timeline rules or time travel stuff they're doing there, because in Flashpoint, there wasn't two versions of him. But in the movie version they're doing, it's like, when Barry made this Flashpoint happen, there's another version of him. And then obviously that's being made into Dark Flash, and as I've said, I really hope they're not doing the Reverse Flash being a literal version of Ezra Miller's Barry, but in that other timeline. Because I could see it this way, right? Barry runs back in time to save his mom, or whatever happens in this version to make the Flashpoint happen. In this new universe, for some reason, there's another Barry. That one doesn't have the Speed Force, but maybe he's so envious of this other Barry that he also wants to become a speedster, that he's so jealous of this other timeline version of Barry, our Barry from the DCEU, that he becomes the Dark Reverse Flash. But that sounds so lame to me, so I really hope that doesn't happen. I really hope it doesn't. Pup is in the live stream. We were talking about you earlier, Pup. I was actually defending your what if take. No Pup for this live stream, it's fine, I cry. Pup, you never said to me that you wanted to be in the live stream. Otherwise, I would have got you in here. For crying out loud, dude. I mean, absolutely disgusting. Yes, Amy, welcome, Amy. We've been live streaming for 1 hour and 2 minutes now. It's been a good time. This has been a good live stream. Isn't that right, chat? I feel like we've had a good session today. We've had a lot of people join the Discord server, but none of them have selected any of the roles. God damn it. Like, literally, Donnie, you've joined me, and you haven't got any of the roles. Dylan Swift, where are your roles? Morn, where are your... Fuck. Right, MD, can you do me a favor and tag every single person who's joined in the past 1 hour, which is quite a few, and say go to channel selections to unlock more of basically what I did earlier, but we need one of the mods to tag every single one of these people because, yeah. Chosen says, I have watched the 12 episodes of Superman and Lois. I'm still finishing the rest of the season, and wow, this show is so damn good. Yes, it is. Damn right, my friend. I feel like in the latter of the season, you can see some of the cracks of where they were granted 2 more episodes. But other than that, those episodes were still cool. I could just tell there's a bit of restructuring, fluffiness in the writing. Because at the end of the day, they were given 13 episodes, but then Walker for the CW and Superman and Lois were given 2 more. And I feel like that shows in the latter of Season 1, but that's not a massive criticism. It's just to be expected, if anything. Guys, you're joined... Captain Genius is the first one to select roles for the server. So good man, good man. M0115, go to channel selections and select your role, my friend. If any of you guys are joining the Discord server, make sure you select the roles. I've said it so many times. But I think a lot of people are Discord noobs, so they're probably like, Boba, what the do you mean about roles, dude? Dylan Swift, so I'm just a viewer. I'm sorry, I'm confused. I just want to talk about DC. See, that's how I imagine a lot of you when you join a Discord server. You're just like, I don't get it. What do you mean roles? So I feel like when a lot of people join Discord, they just think, this is too confusing, and then they don't ever return to the app or my server. But go to general chat and you'll get some help. Trust me. You'll get help. You will get help. MD, I just replied to you in the CC, mate. The CC. Oh, we've got a donation from Channel Pup. Go on, fool. Get me on a Discord call. Unless you're too busy. Well, I kind of am in the middle of this right now and trying to get loads of people to freaking get their channel selections going. But that's just not happening. But no, really. Thank you, Pup. You didn't have to send in those £5. We could have spent that on a cooperative experience. You know what? Me and you should probably play golf sometime, though. That would be good. Welcome, Darth Stardust. Wait, I didn't miss anyone else's super chat, did I? Can I do a collab with Pagey? I don't know. Over what? Me and him have quite opposing views on The Flash, though, I think, at the minute. So that could make for an interesting conversation. I don't really do collaborations. I mean, think about it. I've never, ever done... Have I ever done one collaboration on this channel? I don't think I have. Actually, I did host an after party one time with Eric, Ben, and Pagey. Maybe 2 times. But this was like 3 years ago now. 2 years ago? I don't know. Rob Rifkin's in the live stream, the Discord server. It's good to see you, man. Right. There seems to be quite a bit of a Discord thing going on right now. So a lot of you are joining my Discord server. So when you join... When you go to general chat, so you select general chat on the side, you will have a little welcome message. And it says, welcome Rob Rifkin to the Church of Boba. If you want access to more channels to talk in, such as The Flash, Lucifer, Gotham, and many others, head over to channel selections. So when you go into channel selections, you'll see a bunch of channels, and you can react to each channel with the relevant emoji. Just follow the instructions and you'll know what I mean. Anyway, let me get back to the live chat because I've been talking about Discord for way too long. I would love Idris Elba's Bloodsport to get a spin-off. Yeah, you know what? That would be pretty dope. Idris Elba's amazing, so... Yes. Okay, MD, what you're doing seems to be working because they're all selecting roles. Good job. Right, okay. Tinny, thank you for saying you love my videos. I really appreciate that. Right, I need to scroll up because I've missed loads of comments. Will you be fired immediately? Collab with John Campier. That will be very, very entertaining. Fired immediately. You were briefly on my channel for the Steppenwolf video, if that counts. Yeah, that I suppose that does. I just mean I've never actually done like a video with another person on this channel. Joining your server right now, Chosen Vader owner. That is, yeah, I can see you right there. You've got some roles. That's what I like to see. Make sure you get general spoilers as well. I recommend getting the spoiler role because then you'll be able to talk in the spoiler channels for Titans and all the other shows and movies. Now, I did consider this as well. So Lantern Matt said, didn't Earbard change his face to look like Barry in the comics, like Zod did to look like... So yeah, there is an aspect of that. So that Barry could technically be a plastic surgery because of how obsessed the Reverse Flash was with the Flash. He wanted to look just like him. So you could argue in the Flashpoint movie that other Barry is the Reverse Flash just through surgery or something. But then it's just like, how do you explain the height difference, maybe, if they're going to get into that? What he looked like before the surgery? Will he go back to that when he's... I don't know. I feel like that's a hard one to tackle and adapt from the comics in a way. I haven't seen Batman The Long Halloween Part 2, no. Right. Okay. Right. Back to the live chat. Good man. Good man. Chosen Chase. Pup Pup, I know I'm desperate. I've been here for hours and nobody in the chat or Boba responds. What? Arkstar, my friend. How have you been here for hours when this live stream's only just gone over an hour? How dare you? How dare you make things up? No, I don't ignore people. If so, for example, I just read your question out, but that's the first time I've even seen you here. Sometimes it's quite hard to see a lot of pay attention to one comment when lots of them scroll by over the period of minutes, you know. But I'm sorry that I missed your previous comments. I'll try and keep an eye out for it. Boba, please respond to me. Boba, please respond to me. I'm trying to find your comment. More pup. Yeah, I can't see your goddamn comment. Where is it? Teen Titans Go. Teen Titan. There is no question. I give up. I give up. I scrolled up. I scrolled up. I tried. Mackenzo, hope you're good, Boba. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Just feel a bit rough today, but other than that, I'm alright, you know. Boba, are you gaslighting again? Greets, Boba, and the chat. How you all doing? I'm not doing too bad, Sir Kill-A-Lot. How are you doing? Sovereign, how's it going, dude? It's good to see you here, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Oh, man. Yeah. Do you guys like the Battinson? I have a question for you. Do you want to see Red Death in the Flash Season 8? Yes. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I would like to see Cobalt Blue, but I don't know. But yeah, we need... No, but like, if I'm being honest, guys, I don't think Eric Wallace has got this. I don't think next season on The Flash... I think, right, what they're doing... Those first few episodes of The Flash Season 8 will probably be a bit more impressive because they're kind of crossover-y episodes, but I don't think that should magically make us think, oh, this season's big. Yeah, but I don't think that fixes everything. Like, I think I can hear foxes scream out my window. That's so strange. Can you hear that on my mic? I just hear this. What the fuck? Be quiet. What is that? I am so curious. Bear with me. Hello, Foxy. Yeah, it was just a fox. But it was a tiny little fox just going. I like your noises. Okay, what does the fox say? You like my merch? Thank you. It's just the logo, yeah. I've got other variations of it. I got it here in white. Haha. We're swapping to the white Boba hat now. Oh my god, that is so white. It's like blinding the camera. I'm Italian, by the way. Thank you again for £2, Channel Pup. Everybody go watch Channel Pup's videos. He's paying me to advertise him. I'm joking. Brody Pie, what is up, dude? How's it going? How's it going, people? I think a lot of people don't realize that I've actually got merch. I don't know why. Maybe I don't plug it enough in my videos. Because at the end of videos, nobody ever watches the very end. And then if you put it in the middle of a video, people just get pissed at you. Stepful, it has been a minute since I've seen you here, Stepful. It's good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well, because you have been here for years. And I'll never forget that one Christmas you did those donations, by the way. Like, and you just said you wanted to donate your money to like your favorite YouTubers. I'll never forget that. That was so nice of you. I'm hoping that this is the same Stepful. If it's not, then just ignore what I just said. Of course I do. I will always remember that stepful, my friend. I never forget. I've also got, like... I've got so many hats. Now that my hair is short again, but look, it goes crazy. It's short enough. I can wear hats again. And I never normally wear hats. Because, well, I mean, my hair was too long. But now I can put on the hats again. So I got the Boba hat. I've actually got the Boba hat on now. Boba Fett. What do I think about Leslie Grace being the DCEU's Batgirl? I think she's great. I think I'm looking forward to it, you know? Looking forward to it. That's all I really have to say. I haven't seen her in anything. I do not have any issues with the fact that they're casting like or people were saying, you know, gender bending, not gender bending, what am I on about, race bending or whatever. I have no issues, you know. As I said, I'm not gonna come out and be like double standards. Oh, I love Jeffrey Wright being cast as Commissioner Gordon, and then I'll just shit over Batgirl. Why? That's so hypocritical. If I am okay with Jeffrey Wright being Commissioner Gordon, well, Detective Jim Gordon in The Batman, I can't come out and be like, oh my god, Tim Drake? What? Titans have cast a different Tim Drake. This must mean it's shit. And that's all. I just think it's absurd. Like, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I'm not trying to come across pretentious right now. I genuinely try and figure that stuff out. People are happy with Jeffrey Wright as Gordon, yet they're not happy with a mixed Tim Drake, and the same going for Batgirl on HBO Max. It's... I don't know. It's a weird... It's very political. Everyone has super strong feelings about that, so... You know, I do kind of get both sides. It's strange. I just feel like, you know... I don't know. I'm just got to shut up about that now. I'm Italian, by the way. Andrew, thank you very much for the £5. Very, very much. So you're saying that I just read the Batman... Or I just read Batman Black Mirror. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to plug my merch right now. Guys, get all kinds of different hat colors. Just read Batman Black Mirror, and I think the James Gordon Jr. arc would be perfect for Titans. Ooh, have you read it? No, I haven't. I don't think I have. Batman, let me... Hold on. Let me Google it. Batman Black Mirror. Oh, maybe I do have that on my shelf. I recognize that cover. I don't think I have. No, I would say no. You would have to tell me about that, Andrew. If not, I'm just going to put it on a list. So I've been buying quite a bit more graphic novels recently. Because I've got this. I've got this to read. Now, this isn't Batman. This is a Sandman omnibus. But look at the size of this thing, dude. It is huge. And it smells so good. Holy shit, I could get high off of this stuff. My god. Does anybody just love smelling books? Oh, I'm sorry, this is like... It smells so good. Ah, it smells so good. No, but yeah, I've got a lot of this to get through. Is anyone hyped for Neil Gaiman's The Sandman? I'm very, very, very hyped for the Netflix adaptation of Sandman, and you guys should be as well. But Andrew, I'll bear that in mind. You're saying the James Gordon Jr. arc would be perfect for Titans. I'm unfortunately, I just don't have an opinion on that. So, Andrew, did you say anything else in the past couple of minutes? I don't think you did. Do I prefer Stargirl or Titans? I think I would be biased if I don't know. I really like both of them. Like, I prefer Stargirl in other reasons over Titans, but then Titans I prefer over Stargirl for different reasons. Do you know what I mean? I think I would choose Titans, but then again, I almost feel bad for Stargirl because it's like I love the light-hearted. Because as I've said so many times, I think me included thought Stargirl looked too Disney Channel-y going into it. I'll never forget that promo where it's just like the staff chose me, and I choose you, and that was just like bloody hell. Like that's such a Disney Channel promo. But no, it's got the E.T. vibes of adventure in the best kind of way. So yeah, you know, and Titans, you know, I love the characters. Like some of those characters are my favorite characters, you know, in DC. So, you know. Rob Rifkin, thank you very much for the $10, my friend. Very, very much. As always, you are a long-term supporter here. And you say Sandman's going to be lit. Hashtag secure the crisps. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm glad that you're excited as well. And you'll probably be here on the channel for my Sandman videos when they come out. But yeah, dude, I am so excited for the Sandman. It's going to be so good. So good. So good. I think some people really aren't because Sandman's been quite diverse in their casting. For example, Lucifer was cast as Gwendolyn Christie. I don't have a problem with that because in the angels, in the source material, are kind of asexual. Like, they don't pertain to human perceptions of gender. So Lucifer... like, that's the way to put it. So, like, Lucifer could. And the thing is, Gwendolyn Christie really does look like Lucifer to me. You know, the angelic golden blondie hair and... oh, she is going to be bloody brilliant. She really is. But then again, some people are like, oh my god, they just cast a woman as Lucifer. Effing cancel this show. Oh my god, diverse casting. What the fuck? Oh my god, oh my god. Chosen Vader owner, I do not ignore your chat, and if you say that again, I'll go crazy. I don't ignore people, dude. Oh yeah, Chosen Vader, I do know that Barry wants the gold boots. That's been like news for like a few years now, but they're never... hopefully we will get it in Season 8. I think they will do that in Season 8. But the thing is, Eric Wallace is like, there has to be a good enough story for it, but it's like, they're just gold boots, dude. Because he was like, to earn the gold boots. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to really like... what do you mean? Like, how do you earn the boots, dude? Like, they're just boots. Oh, I see, pup. You're taking a piss out of me smelling a book. That book smelled goddamn good, I'll have you know. And I'll smell it again. Boba book fetish, 100%. I'm only just scrolling up to that. No, yeah, MD, I'm going to grow my hair long again. Don't worry. Boba is a Batman fanboy, Flash hater. No, I'm not. I actually love the Flash. I effing love the Flash. Barry Allen, you're a Batman fanboy and a Flash hater. How could you, dude? Why do you hate the Flash so much? My god. Like, can you just stop being a fanboy of Batman for a minute and just actually kind of, like, stop hating on the Flash? Jesus, dude. Okay, this got intimate. I'm only just getting to the parts where people were, like, talking about me sniffing the book. Boba's gonna be put on Andrew on the F... wait, what? Alright, let's go back to the modern chatty-watty. Alright. Is Henry Cavill still Superman? Yes and no. Like, negotiations kind of fell flat, so we have no idea about... as of where it currently stands in the public eye, like, Henry Cavill isn't doing anything as Superman right now, but his suit and cape is still in a closet, so to speak. Like, he's not left the role, but Warner Brothers and... yeah, this negotiations have fell flat, and they both walked away from the table. Which is why there's an abundance of other Superman projects, because, well... I just realized I'm still wearing, like, 3 hats. How many more of you have joined the Discord server? Okay. Susan, if Susan is still on the live stream, there you still don't have roles on my server. MD, you need to text Susan again. And David Curley. And Batman fan 9495. Rob Rifkin, you don't have roles either. Darth Stardust doesn't have roles. Pat Sass doesn't have roles. Oh god, a lot of them don't. But a few of them do, which is good. That's good though. A lot of them do. That's good. Alright, okay. We've been streaming for an hour and a half now. Normally I'd leave around this point, but I feel like the live stream is still going quite strong. Should Gotham get a season 6? I would just say no, if I'm being brutally honest. Just because the show ended, you know? The actors have moved on to different roles. There's a new Gotham show coming out. There's all kinds of reasons why Gotham won't get another season, and, you know, technically why it shouldn't, because it's not like it shouldn't, but like it just won't, you know? There's lots of people who refuse to believe that, though, but I guess they'll find out in 20 years when there hasn't been a Fox's Gotham continuation, you know? I think that's the only way to hammer that into certain people's heads, because trust me, I've had a debate with Gotham fans before on Twitter, and they just can't understand why when a show ends like that, and due to all kinds of different circumstances, that it's just not going to come back. I would believe you if you said, okay, there could be like a one-off special episode, maybe. But trust me, Fox's Gotham is not coming back with a season 6, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up until 22, you know? It's just not going to happen. That's not me hating against it. It's just me being a realist, you know? I'd love to see another Gotham episode. Why not? But I see nothing that says anything about roles on the server. You are lying, Sean. When you join my server, it says, welcome, Sean, to the Church of Boba. If you want access to more channels to talk in, you go to the channel selections and they give you roles. So maybe I've been giving you different terminology, but when you go to channel selections and you select these different channels, you're given like the Titans role, and that allows you to be able to talk in the Titans channel. Does that make sense? Oh god, Batman fan. It says in the welcome message. No, I need to make that welcome message sure. Okay. Alright, let me take these freaking hats off. I just realized my hair's freaking crazy. What has happened? Help. I don't know how many people are in this Discord server that have just joined, by the way, are still in this live stream. So hello, new M Drew, welcome. New M Drew. Oh boy, Part. The fantastic weed. Boba said my name. New M Drew. Have you got roles? Have you got roles? You have got roles. You've got a lot of roles. That's good. That's good. That's what I like to see. Hello. Oh, thanks, mate. Go fish. When Jason told Dick, what you did to me, is he talking about last season or has nothing? So yeah, he was referring, yeah. So this is what I was worried about when it came to people seeing the latest episode of Titans. There's that dialogue between Nightwing. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say it, because not everyone might have seen it yet. Just say it. Well, it's just, it's like, after what happened, after what you did to me, and then as Nightwing says, rightfully so, bruh, what the f are you on about? You made your own choices. So I was worried about, people would just be like, so they're just confirming what happened with Jason last season is the only justification that turned him into a crazy-ass Red Hood. It isn't. You will get more context in next week's episode. And that combined with Scarecrow, the chemicals that he's inhaling, it gives you a good picture for this iteration of Red Hood. And in my opinion, completely valid. Completely valid. But it's just, yeah, when you first hear that dialogue in episode 4, it's just like, really? Is that all that's justifying this? After what happened? After what you let happen to me? It's like, well, no, bro. That doesn't justify you being a crazy-ass bastard. Do I think that the DCEU can be its greatest potential? Or get into its greatest potential? I guess you're trying to say. Maybe Matt Reeves, Bruce Timm. No, so, I mean, I don't think those guys are going to be involved in the DCEU. Like, Matt Reeves has got his own little pocket Batman universe. I can't imagine he would want to be held to a particular place for too long. So he's got his, like, Planet of the Apes, like, trilogy with the Batman, which doesn't pertain to the DCEU at all. And I think he's got his cake and he's eating it there in the best way. But that doesn't mean that I don't vibe that Matt Reeves is the kind of director who's then going to want to take over or help construct and forge a path in a cinematic universe. That is a lot. So I don't think so. Maybe if they offered him enough money after how popular the Batman will be, and I'm telling you it's going to be good, maybe he would consider it. But I don't know. I feel like that guy would want to move on to other franchises after the Batman. I can't really tease you anymore about Titans Episode 5. Other than it's a cool episode. It's a really good episode that gives you a lot of context. I can't say anymore. Like, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. I don't want to overhype it either. It's not like a massive action-oriented Nightwing versus Red Hood kind of, oh my god, this is crazy. It's just an episode with very cool moments in it. Very cool moments. You will understand Jason Todd a lot more, and I'm really hoping for the more critical fans of Coen Walters' Jason Todd and the character events that he's experienced through Deathstroke in Season 2 that propels him forward into his journey for Red Hood. I hope that what you learn about in Episode 5 helps you understand and gives you enough reasons for how that character becomes that character. Because right now, with what the show has said, with after what happened, after what you let happen to me, that just sounds like, yes, that does sound like Jason Todd just became a whiny person who went through, some bad things with Deathstroke, got a bit abandoned by the Titans, and that warrants you becoming a murderer. No, it doesn't. There is more, as I've said. Dylan, sorry for spamming this question. I just want to know your thoughts. No worries, dude. Please read this. Who do I think should play the DCEU Nightwing? I think Timothy Chalamet or Eli Snyder. Eli Snyder. Timothy Chalamet. No, I don't think so. I could believe him as a Robin, but not as a Nightwing. I'm not really a big fan of fan casting because it takes me a long ass time to get round to it, if you know what I mean. Actually, like, making my mind up is what I'm trying to say there. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, no. I'm sorry. Pup is back at it again with a donation for £2. Drumsticks, thank you very much. Nobody bloody understands what the hell we're talking about there, but, got any drumsticks? Max Holiday, thank you so much for the $20, dude. Boba, been a while. Hate that you're ahead of us in Titans. Max, seriously, thank you so much for that generous super chat, dude. A part of me also wishes I'm watching it week to week with you guys, but it allows me, I do really appreciate having that perspective for reviews because it allows me to kind of articulate things in a review in a certain way. And also, it's very handy because, it means with all these videos I've got to do, I've got to, prepare it a little bit more. But yeah, I'm up to episode 6, so I'm not too far ahead from you guys. You've got next week's episode and then the episode after that, so then you'll be up to date. But then maybe I'll be another week ahead with the next episode, but who knows. But Max, yeah, seriously, dude, thank you so much for that generous super chat. And we have another one from Rob Rifkin. And thank you very much for the $5, Rob. So weird how much smaller Curran Walters looks versus Brenton Thwaites. Can we get a cool chase scene like the animated series version of Under the Red Hood? I don't think he looks too much smaller, does he? I don't know. I personally, I didn't notice that. It's not really an issue for me. I'm not saying that it is for you, but like for me, I didn't notice any kind of weird vibes with that. But he put on a lot of muscle for the role, but I guess you mean in terms of actual height. But I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that, but that is completely... I think it's quite likely. Just going off some of the behind-the-scenes set photos, it looked like there was quite a bit of trouble for the Titans in Gotham that was pertaining to the Red Hood. So, you know, a chase throughout Gotham would be really cool. But I have no idea about that. But that is a very cool idea. Irish! Thank you very, very much for the £4.49, dude. Very, very generous of you, my friend Irish. Thank you for the donation to my minstrel fund. I have returned to the Boba Streamland. Thank you, guys. You're being very generous today with the super chats. It's been a very fun live stream so far, and normally I, you know, stop by now, but it's been it's been a banging time, as they say. And Irish back at it again with the £1.79. Go fish. Oh man, so many people aren't gonna understand some of these Nirvana loving jokes. Am I excited for Doom Patrol? Are you kidding me? I'm very excited for Doom Patrol. I haven't done my trailer breakdown yet. I did a reaction, but I want to go in depth on that trailer. So obviously, I might post a... If any of you are... I don't think it's going to get loads of views because, you know... Unfortunately, Doom Patrol content, until the episode comes out, doesn't get a lot of off-season views. But I think that's because we have a really good niche audience for Doom Patrol. Like, the Doom Patrol community is amazing, but there's not, like, an influx of people watching it, unfortunately. But hopefully HBO Max is going to press that forward in Season 3 with the advertising. But I do love Doom Patrol. And I'll probably do my trailer breakdown if anyone gives a crap about that, hopefully next week. But Max Holiday, what the hell, bro? Again, thank you so much for the $20. Honestly, it really does mean a lot to me. Every little super chat helps on this channel. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that. So what do you say to people who say this season of Titans is a bit more Bat Family show than... wait, it just disappeared. It's a bit more Bat Family show than just, yeah, Titans. I say, your perspective, I can understand where you're coming from, but I want to dial your... Have a conversation with Boba and dial your perspective. Dial the radio so you can get that clear signal. Because what you're saying and what your perspective is gauging through just sounds like an interrupted freaking radio signal. So I say... It's not a Bat Family show, but obviously the Titans... I don't see how people don't understand this. Because Dick Grayson... There's an integral relationship to Bruce Wayne there. So when you're having Dick Grayson as the leader of Titans, obviously you are going to incorporate Bruce Wayne somehow, in some way, in some fashion. And I feel like on the show they have painted a very, very good and realistic light on what that does to a Robin, how Batman and Robins in real life take the boy Wonder and Batman grapple hooking off a roof to another roof into real life perspective. That will be seen as bad. No matter what way you see it, it's seen as bad. So with Titans, it shines that light on how that is borderline manipulative with an older man getting a teenager who's also suffered loss. So you can look into that as he's taking advantage of these kids, because I'm not saying Bruce deliberately does it like that, but when you have an older man doing that, you know, taking advantage of a kid with their grief, turning that grief into a kind of anger to fight crime. No matter what way you look at it, it's kind of no different from the source material. Yet Titans, obviously, shines a light on that. So the reason why I went off in that tangent is because Dick Grayson is the leader of the Titans in this show. With what happens with Red Hood this season and what brings them to Gotham with the twist in this iteration, and due to the the limitations of the characters on the show, meaning they can't use Batman, so we're not going to get a copy and paste from under the Red Hood storyline, where obviously that pertains between Red Hood and Batman. Obviously, with what happens, they wrote him out, kind of, because he does come back for more scenes. But the important thing to remember here is, if Batman takes a sabbatical, obviously he's going to get his prodigal son to help out. Obviously, they've also reconciled now. Bruce has learned Dick Grayson's grievances with him. Like, that's got sorted out last season. So when Bruce does what he does in episode 1, the Titans in Gotham makes sense. They need to watch over it. It's not a Bat Family. I just don't get it. How does that make it a Bat Family show? It's like you have Dick Grayson there. You have Bruce Wayne there. That very much so pertains to the relationship and the spotlight they put on season 1, which is Dick Grayson realizing the weapon that he's been turned into and the psychological repercussions that come with that. I don't understand. Like, seriously, I'm trying to remain as objective as I can right now. From a non-Titans hater to a Titans hater, I do not get how you can't see that. I don't freaking understand. So that being said and done, season 3, circumstances bring them to Gotham. They are obviously going to utilize the goddamn Batcave, because why wouldn't you? It's literally stupid if they didn't. So there's the answer. Because, do you know what I'm not saying you're thinking this, Max. It's just, this is bringing out my slightly low-key frustration with people who completely miss the effing point and just put things off on Titans. Oh, it's a Bat Family show. Oh, yeah, freaking, yeah. You don't get it. With all due respect, you just do not understand. But anyway, hopefully that satisfied your super chat question, Max Holiday. And you sent another one. I didn't realize with $5. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, it's something I said without even seeing it. It wasn't my opinion. Saw a YouTuber say that, loved the work. Yeah, I didn't think this was your opinion anyway. It's just I think because of some of the other things, the failings of Titans, plural being multiple things that just bring it down, like every show has. I think sometimes that puts a bitter taste in some fans' mouths that allow a stigma to be created. And so whenever they have perspectives on this, that, and the other, or if somebody mentions them to, hey, it isn't Titans like a Bat Family show, they won't think twice about it. They'll be like, yeah, it is. But no, like, trust me, see it through the lens I just explained it. It couldn't actually be more accurate. It's a very good, innovative take on super traditionalist canon. I wholeheartedly endorse that. I don't know. That is my perspective. It's not a Bat Family show when... I don't know how else to put it. It's not a Bat Family show when you have circumstances that bring them to Gotham and they're helping watch over Gotham. And also the amount of Bat Family-esque scenes between Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson in a Titans show doesn't make it not about Titans. It just means that story gets weaved into it because... Oh, wait, guys, guess why? Because one of the main characters is Dick Grayson. And who is he related to? Kind of? Bruce Wayne. So that's going to come into it. Why don't people understand that? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Big, lots of R-E-E-E, capitalized E, and then lowercase e's. That's my response. Anyway. Channel Pup says, with the £2, thank you for another Pup, you need to stop sending these to me because you need to get those McFlurries in. But anyway, no, seriously, I appreciate it. Thoughts on the twins from Transformers 2? I can't say it. I was about to say it, the abbreviated, censored version, but I feel too scared to even do that. But I'm trying to remember what he says, like some of the more censored parts, but whoever wrote the twins in Transformers 2 should be fired immediately. But I don't think anyone's going to get that joke. Has anyone seen that John Campea video? And no disrespect to John Campea, by the way. I do like the dude. There's just a funny video from a long time ago that me and Pup like to laugh about from time to time. And I missed out Michael West. I do apologize. Michael West, thank you so much for the £2, my friend. Oh, very good point here. And this is something I have brought the show out on, or called them out on. And so you're saying, Michael West says, what happened with Starfire's power in Season 2? Yeah, what happened? So, Season 3 of Titans, the way I look at it is that it's a soft reboot. They're capitalizing on their strengths. They had a writer's room intervention, for all I know. That's the best way I can put it. And they were like, let's throw away what doesn't work, get rid of those plot dangling threads, even though that might be called out on us in Season 3. Let's just do what we can, capitalize on the strengths, blah, 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 blah. So Starfire at the end of Season 2 was, she couldn't use her powers. She literally couldn't use her powers anymore. They were on the fritz. She needed a new spark plug. Her car wasn't working. But in Season 3, that's literally not an issue anymore. So the same thing applies for Blackfire. I feel like her character at the latter of Season 2 was going in a lot of a different direction. It really was. And yet again, Blackfire in Season 3, very different vibes. Also, with the way she came to Earth, all of those details and context and nuances just out the window. She, like, took over another woman's body. So is that woman even Blackfire? It's confusing. Yet, those are issues that I don't think are going to be fixed. I don't think they're going to be explained. I think they've been swept under the rug. Because they're kind of like, look, audience, I think you can understand what we did here. I think we had a bit of a writer's room intervention. We got rid of some of the things that, maybe we were going to set it up this way, but clearly there's some complaints about this show. So going into Season 3, we just wanted to work on what would work. And that's what they did. I think that's what they did. But as a result, I think there are some cracks that get shown. Another one, which they could still put a line in about this, by the way. For example, Jericho and Rose Wilson, Ravager. What happened to them? There's no line about it. I think there's very good and easy headcanon that can explain that. I've mentioned this in my reviews, but they haven't put it in so far. Will we get an answer about it? Well, they have another 7 episodes to do that, so from where I've seen. Oh, and Michael West, thank you so much for the additional super chat of £5, my friend. And you say, when did Alfred die in Titans? Was he alive in Season 1? So yes, Alfred died in Titan. Well, Alfred was alive in Season 1. He was on the phone to Dick Grayson in his car. You didn't really hear Alfred. You just heard a... That's what you heard on the phone. I believe he died in 2020. So you could put it down to COVID happening maybe in the Titans universe. I'm joking, really. But yeah, Alfred probably died of old age. But in Season 3, you get answers about Alfred. There's a gravestone in Episode 3? Yeah, Episode 3. And you see Alfred Pennyworth, 1942 to 2020, I believe it said. And yeah, that's it. That's basically it. Michael West. Yeah. Right, back to the live chat. Super chats are answered. And now let's get back to the live chat. But wait, I might change my Discord server link to a merch. Just in case anybody's interested in getting one of these hats. I have them in different colors. I have black hat. I have beanies as well. And I did have a Boba beanie, but I don't know where that went. Like, I literally had a Boba... I don't know where I want it back. Where's it gone? Would I ever bring Cyborg on Titans? I'm just going to say it's kind of unlikely. I know the actors have wanted it to happen, but let's just say it's unlikely. Marvel or DC? Why not both, my friend? You know, I prefer the characters in DC, but I still love both. I love I grew up loving Spider-Man as well as Batman. You know. Are we going to see Batman in a suit? No, because they would have already done that with the very beginning of this season if we were going to see Batman in a suit. So due to the limitations of the show, I'm probably not going to happen. Michael West, thank you very much again for another super chat. So is that why Batman's so crazy? Because Alfred's not here anymore? No, I mean, I would disagree with what you said there, and I don't think Batman's so crazy. But that could attribute to why he was the way he was in episode 1. He doesn't, the England's Batman's been through a lot. He's been through the Killing Joke. He's lost Alfred Pennyworth now. He doesn't even have that. As of episode 1 in season 3, he doesn't have a Robin. So what else does he have left? That's why he implores Dick. He's like, do you want to be Robin again? There was such pleading and begging in his voice in that moment. But I would disagree with him with saying that he's crazy, but like he's cracking a bit because there's a lot of context there for the Ian Glenn Bruce Wayne, I feel, and that's what I am falling in love with as a Batman fan, even though some people completely contrast that, which is another fascinating thing to watch unfold, because I regard myself as quite a purist Batman fan, but I can really appreciate the take of what they're doing with Bruce in this iteration. It's not even Elseworlds. It's actually very relevant. I wouldn't even call it an Elseworlds. It's not. But we've been there, done that, kind of, with discussion. Oh my god. Do any of you guys have Twitter? You need to follow me on the Twitter. Any news about Mando season 3? I don't think so. Nothing huge anyway. Starro or Steppenwolf? I felt sorry for Steppenwolf in the Snyder Cut. What's an unpopular Batman villain I want to see in Matt Reeves' Bat universe? Love your videos, man. Thank you, Johans. Johans? Is that what you say? The only, I would love to say names like the ventriloquist and whatnot like that, but even I struggle. It's just like, they can make a movie about that. Like the right director, the right script, they could probably make something that works very, very well. But then just imagining like the ventriloquist with Scarface as the dummy to be taken seriously, they would have to do it very horror film vibes, I think, for him. But I'm just trying to think, I know we've had Scarecrow before, technically, like with Cillian Murphy, and we have Scarecrow in the video games like Arkham Knight. We have Scarecrow this season in Titans. But I think a Scarecrow actual dominant movie would be effing awesome. Just to do with fear. Bruce is very experienced with fear in of itself. And obviously he was kind of, contrasted or paired together with the League of Shadows in Batman Begins. I'm just trying to think of what villains in the Rogues Gallery I would really, really, really want to see. Someone saying Condiment King. Someone... It's hard. It really is hard because, I was thinking, if any of you have seen Stephen King's HBO Max, is it the Imposter? I can't remember what the name of the show is. But they could do Clayface like that. I was really fanboying out about that vision for Clayface, where, the show where that guy can shapeshift and he kills children and he can appear to look like you. So even if you were at work, you're seen like on evidence that it is you. And that's very Clayface-like. I feel like Clayface could be done in a very horror detective style way. And wait, let me double check. HBO Max, The Imposter. Is that it? Yeah, is it? No, it's not The Imposter. What is it called? This is annoying me now. The Outsider. The Outsider on HBO Max. is literally Clayface, and Matt Reeves could tackle Clayface in the exact same way that Stephen King's The Outsider was done. And that would allow Matt Reeves to do the point of view still driven, detective noir styled Robert Pattinson Bruce Wayne for a Clayface story that is done just like The Outsider. If you haven't seen The Outsider, it's not too scary. It's more bloody fascinating with what this supernatural entity is that allows, this poor man to be framed for a murder. Because it's literally his skin, like this guy who did it, but it wasn't him. Oh man, watch that show. Watch The Outsider on HBO Max. And the whole time, imagine the Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, Clayface Batman movie, and you will see what I mean. Rhett Proctor, again, thank you very much for the $4.99, dude. Ready to see you debate Titans hater John Campea. You'll see when you'll win. He hates everything about Titans, saying it was too dark. This isn't the MCU, it's DC. Oh, man. That would be interesting to debate John over that, to be fair. I think it would be quite a healthy debate, to be fair. I think it will probably come down to what I said earlier. People have their comic book material that they absorb. Iterations of characters. This can be done light-hearted to the extent of Teen Titans, an animated show, to just different takes on their characters that are slightly more light-hearted than the comic books. But so when they see something like Titans, it's like, this isn't what my characters. But they don't understand that the characters that they have a perspective of is also just an iteration that I might see their stuff that they've absorbed and think, no, that's not my character. Do you know what I mean? It works both ways. It does. I just wish people were a bit more open-minded, is all I'm trying to say at the end of the day. And I don't think the Titans iteration takes away from the characters. I mean, sometimes it has, but like with season 3 and everything, my God, if they found their groove, like in terms of a Titans show. But thank you for another super chat, Rhett. But I think, guys, I'm going to end the stream now. I'm going to try not drag out this ending too much because I normally always do that, non-intentionally. But we've been going for like almost 2 hours now. So I think it's probably a good time to end it. The next Batman video and live stream, well, so probably my next Q&A Batman video will be this upcoming week. The next live stream, I can't tell you. I live stream very randomly. I don't have a schedule for live streaming, so what I can recommend you guys to do if you always want to tune into a live stream is just turn the notification bell on for my channel, and then when you're clicking on the settings for the notification bell, you can select notifications to be set to all, because when you set it to all, you will be notified for whenever a live stream happens, and you can be one of the first people here. Michael West, did I really miss another super chat? Oh, I do apologize, Michael. I really do apologize for that. I normally never do that, but thank you very much for another £5. So Damien would be perfect for Titans. Also keep Bruce sane as well. See, maybe in the long term, but I think that role is going to be fulfilled by Tim Drake. Because Tim Drake's going to be the Robin that will be able to really keep this Bruce level. Because I don't think he's going to be as impulsive as Jason, because Tim Drake just isn't. I think England's Bruce, what he needs right now is literally Tim Drake. He needs that type. Ladybug Noir, you didn't send in a super chat, so I don't believe I've missed any super chat of yours. As for if it's a live chat question, I've probably missed hundreds of other people's, so I was talking about missing a super chat. But yeah, Michael West, thank you so much for that super chat. I'm sorry I missed it the first time. And I think that's that. I was going to say something else before I left. What was I going to say? I have completely forgot. That's going to annoy me now. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Irish. I missed his super chat as well. Thank you very much for the £4.49, dude. Am I thinking about covering the Lord of the Rings show? Yes, 100%. The only reason I didn't with that photo is just because it's like, oh, it's just a photo. I didn't want to make a whole video just about that, but oh my God, you have no idea when that trailer comes out, when we actually get a synopsis, like full-on stuff, I am going to go ham. Because what I love about this is that this show is being set in the period of time when the Rings of Power were being forged, but it's innovative, OG, original stuff being made. So, like, sure, I can learn more about the lore of that age of Middle-earth, but, like, other than that, there's no adapting from a book, because this story hasn't been told before. So I'm so happy about that, because it keeps everyone guessing. It's not like they're adapting the Red Hood storyline and you might be on the point of where it's like, oh, I know what's going to happen. I'm very excited for the Lord of the Rings show, especially as they've put like $1 billion into like, what, 3 or 4 seasons of planning already. But, Rob Rifkin, this is what happens every time. When I'm leaving a live stream, people send in super chats, and I'm obviously not going to leave when people are sending in super chats. So, Rob Rifkin, thank you again for the $5, dude. Slipping on the super chats. It's an honest mistake. I didn't mean to do it. I never, ever miss super chats until now. But, yeah, I've rectified that mistake of mine. But guys, last thing I'm going to do is send my Discord link, because wherever the hell that is, join it, invite people. Right, guys, Discord. Join my Discord server. Do it. Right, I've put the link in the live chat. You should be seeing that. A lot of you have already joined today, so I wouldn't really expect many more people to join. And I think that's everything. Other than that, guys, follow me on Twitter. I appreciate that. And that is everything. That is everything. So, goodbye, people. Goodbye, Aditya. Am I excited for the next season of Doom Patrol? Yes, I am, Wayne. That is not even a question that should be asked, because I'm very excited. I mean, I'm joking, but yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, guys, take care. I was just waiting for the buys to come in, because I know there's a bit of a stream delay. Goodbye, 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 Kara. Bye, enjoyed the stream. Thank you for hanging out, Kara. See you later, Rob. See you later, MD. I'm sure I'll speak to you soon. Morgie, goodbye. I'm sorry I didn't interact with you too much. I think I saw you about, but I was probably answering someone else's question. Goodbye, Amy. I'll never speak to you again. Shauna, goodbye. Yoshi, Wyatt, goodbye. CJ, goodbye. Spider, goodbye. I'm going to stop saying goodbye now. Goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, Joshua Lee videos. Love you, Boba. Love you too, Joshua. Mwah.